Welcome to Rival Institute. Today we are discussing accumulation factor under principle of consistency. So this both is coming in cm1 course. So cm1 course we have 28 chapters. 28 chapters are there. These 28 chapters we divide into 5 module and this each module have the 40 class and total we have a 200 classes is there, 200 classes. So you can visit www.bravelinstitute.com and register in online and you can study the all these 200 classes is available. So now we are discussing the accumulation factor. So last class we already studied what is the accumulation factor. So once we are investing, so this is my friend, he went to bank, so he is investing, so he went to bank and going to invest the fund. So he invests the fund at the time 0, he invested the fund at the time 0 and after the time of for 2 years, time for 2 years. So this is a time is 2 years. Time 2 means it is a 2 years. He invested 1,000 rupee, $1,000, not a rupees. $1,000 is invested in the bank at the time 0. After 2 years, his fund is become $1,500. Then what is his accumulation? So how to represent the accumulation? Accumulation we can represent A02, period T0 to Tn. So what is the accumulation? 1,000 is becoming 1,000. His 1,000 is becoming, how much it is become? 1,500. So how to write this accumulation factor? Accumulation factor will find out by the 1,500 divided by 1,000. So what is our accumulation factor is 1.5. So $1,000 is becoming 1,500 within a time period of 2. So it is my accumulation factor is 1.5. Now he is invested here, he is not taken the money at the time of 3, time period is 3, at the time 3. So after 1 year, his money is becoming 2,000. His money is becoming 2,000. So what is his accumulation? So this accumulation we can write A02, 03, we can write 03. What is the accumulation from T0 to time T3? What is the accumulation? It is a 2,000. It is becoming 2,000 divided by 1,000. So my accumulation factor is equal to 2. So in principle of consistency is saying that accumulation from T0 to Tn is equivalent to the product of the individual accumulation. So my A03 is equal to 2. So A03 is equivalent to the A02. A03 is equivalent to the A02. It is accumulated up to here. So it is accumulated up to here and accumulated here. So A03 and A2 to 3. So my period is A02. I divided each period A2 to 3. So what is A2 to 3? What is the accumulation from A2 to 3? It is accumulated 1,500 is accumulated to 2,000. So 2,000 divided by 1,500. So here is 1.5. Here is 2,000 divided by 1,500. So this is approximately 1.3335. It is 33 is getting. Here it is a A02. So A03. This is equal to 2. We can check whether it is principle of consistency, whether it is correct or not. So A02 is 1.5. 1.5 is multiplying with A223. 223 is 1.333. So this is approximately equal to the 2 only. So principle of consistency is saying that in the accumulator factor, once you are taking the time period T0 to Tn, then T0 to Tn, it is divided into A T0 to T1, product of the A T1 to T2 and A all we can multiply T3 to T2 and T2 to T3 and up to Tn minus 1 to T. So this is equivalent. So principle of consistency saying that accumulation factor from 0 to n, it is equal to the each individual period. This is all each individual, each intermediate period. We can say intermediate period. If you are multiplying this each intermediate period, then we will get the total accumulation factor. We can check it here. He not taken the money after time 3. 3 means third year. He not taken the money. It is going on. It is a fourth period is over. Fifth period, it is becoming 2500. So it's a time fifth period. That means fifth year. It is becoming 2500. Then what is my accumulation from 3 to 5? What is my accumulation from 3 to 5? 2500 divided by 2000. So 2500 divided by 2000 is equal to 1.25. So total T0 to Tn. So principle of consistency, through the principle of consistency, I can write T0 to Tn. It is now my period is 5 years. So 0 to 5. How to represent here? Is a 0 to 2 time period A. 0 to 2. I know this amount. So A 0 to 2 and A 2 to 3. And it's a product of multiplying again 3 to 5. So if you are multiplying, you will get it. A05. What is A05? 1000. In 0 time, for me, I invested only 1000. 1000 is becoming 2500. Now you see, this is A0 to 5. 1000 is accumulated to the 2500. So A05 is equal to 2500 divided by 1000. 1000 is accumulated to 2500. So it is accumulation factor is 2.5. So 2.5, here it is a 2.5. This is equal to the A02. A02, I know A02 is a 1.5 and A23. A223 is a 1.333 and 325 1.25, then you will get the 2.5. This is, if we are multiplying, you will get the 2.5. So this is the principle of consistency. So principle of consistency saying that accumulation from T0 to Tn, it is, we can divide into each intermediate period. So product of this each intermediate period is equal to the total accumulation. Hope you understood about the accumulation factor and how to calculate in the period. Each period, what is the accumulation? We can solve one problem. We'll understand more about the accumulation factor. So using the principle of consistency, we can solve one more problem. At the time 0, he is invested here. At the time 0, you can put here to so many. At the time 10, so we have a very big. At the time 10, so here it is a 0, time 0, and the 10th year. It's a time 10 is a time 10th year. I am taking as a year. So here we have a 2 is there, fourth year is there, and 7th year is there. 2 is here, 4th is here, and 7th is here, 9th is here, and 10. So we have many periods. Second year is there, 4th year is giving, 7th year, 9th year, and 10 year. So we given the accumulation factor only, not a amount. Here is a time 0, we deposited 4600, and in the 10th year we got the 8200. So we only knows that in 4th year we deposited, in 0 year we deposited in 4600 and it is accumulated to 8200. And they have given some intermediate accumulation factor. That means 227. What is it? 227. Accumulation to 227. A227 is equal to 1.32. This is a 1.32 accumulation. And 224 is given. A224 is given. What is the accumulation factor? Is 1.1. And 429 is given. 429. A429 is equal to 1.45. 1.45. And 0 to 9 is given. 0 to 9. A 0 to 9, this is equal to 1.8. And 7 to, we are going to find out 7 to 10. Are asking about the 7 to 10. What is the accumulation from 7 to 10? A 7 to 10. This is the question. So in this question you see, this person is invested at a time 0, 4,600. So this 4,600 after 10 years it is becoming 8,200. So it is accumulated. And they have given what sum? This period 2 to 4, it is accumulation factor is 1.1. And 4 to 9, this accumulation factor is 4.9. And 2 to 7, it is a 1.32. And 0 to 9, it is a 1.8. Now we need to find out what is the accumulation factor of 7 to 10. So initially itself we know that how to calculate this accumulation factor from this one. We using the formula, we know that it is becoming 8,200. So that we can call A0 to 10. What is A0 to 10? A0 to 10 is equal to 4,600 is accumulated to 8,200. So 8,200 divided by 4,600. This is equal to 1.7826. 1.7826. And next we can write A0 to 10. So principle of consistency. Using the principle of consistency, we can write that A0 to 10 means it is a A0 to 2 and 2 to 7 and 7 to 10. So each intermediate period is a multiple of the each intermediate period. So this one is equal, we can write A0 to 2 is multiplying with A2 to 7, and this one also multiplying with A7 to 10. So here we don't know A7 to 10, but we don't know A0 to also. A2 to 7, we know that A2 to 7 is 1.32. So we can write one more terms. A09 also, we know that A09 also. A09 also we can write 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 9. So A09, 0 to 9 is accumulation factor is 1.8. We know this value. So A09 we can split. So this also you can write A02 and 2 to 4, A2 to 4 and A4 to 9. So this accumulation factor is taken up to here. What is accumulated? Accumulated from to 4 and 9. So these two values we know, these values A0 to 9 we know that it is a 1.8 is equal to A02 is multiplying with A24. We know that it is a 1.1 and A49 it is a 1.45. So if you are dividing here 1.1 multiplying with 1.45, will get A02. So this is equal to A02 is equal to 1.128. Now you see, we know the A02. Now we can find out A010. A010, this is equal to A010. What is the value? A010 is a 1.786. 1.7826 is equal to A02. Know that 1.1285 is multiplying with A27. 227. So what is the value? 1.32. And this is multiplying with A7 to 10. That we don't know. We have to find out. So we can divide this two term. We can divide. So 1.7826 divided by 1.1285 is multiplied with 1.32, so this is equal to a 7 to 10. So this value is equal to 1.1967. So any period we can find out the any period of time what is the accumulated in any period of time. So here is find out the accumulation from 7 to 10. So principle of consistency, due to principle of consistency saying that time 0 to 10 tn, whatever period, 0 to 9 also we can take, 0 to 8 also we can take, 0 to 7 also. So we can take 0 to 7 also. So any period of time, this intermediate time period, product of the intermediate time period is equal to the total accumulation. This is the total accumulation in this period 0 to 10. This is a intermediate time period. So same way we have written like that. So this is the principle of consistency. So using the principle of consistency, we find out what is the accumulation of 7 period time 7 to 10. Hope you understood about the accumulation factor and what is the principle of consistency. So please register our website cm1 www.bravelinstitute.com. Registration option is there. You can register and you can join the classes. More than 200 classes, and for the learning and practice we have one more option is there, learning and practice. Learning and practice we will provide at least 15 questions and answers in each chapter. So practicing questions will helpful for the examination. These all questions are examination type questions. So you can visit our website. Also you can subscribe our YouTube channel. This is Bravel Institute, one channel is there. You can subscribe our YouTube channel also. Thank you.